We need to talk. What's up, guys? It's another video with me, Books with Bonnie, and I am here to do my first official book review. Now, let's just say this, spoiler alert. I'll try my best not to go into detail, but some of this we need to talk about. We need to talk. And the book that we're gonna talk about is Sorry Not Sorry. Yeah, let's chat. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of the background and then I will share my opinion. For those who are planning on reading this book, you probably want to fast forward about a minute and a half, okay? So the story is around a girl who is in London. Her name is Charlotte, and she is basically going through a transition in her life where everything it has been comfortable with her, her best friend, and her best friend's boyfriend. They've been comfortable, they've been sharing the same place, but they are getting married and they are moving out, which causes the main character, Charlotte, to kind of reevaluate her life. With her best friend moving out, she finds herself living with two complete strangers and correction. She finds herself moving in with someone she knows of but doesn't really have a relationship with, and just a complete stranger. That being said, basically she finds herself listening to a podcast and taking it extremely serious. Everything the podcast suggests, she just kind of goes for, and it kind of changes her life dynamic. She ends up dating a guy who ends up being married, and she ends up befriending the people that she lives with, and one even starts to fall for her, which, not a go. Yeah, and then the dynamics of her friendship start to change because one is moving on with marriage, love, and success with her wedding and marriage. And then she basically is trying to date, trying to go out, meet people, meet friends, have friends, outside of what she normally does. So that's the gist of the story. So she finds out that the guy that she's dating is a liar and a cheater. And she basically finds out that you know what? I'm not going to tell that part. Let's just say she finds out that he's not a keeper. Yeah, let's say that. Now, my opinion on this book. If I had to rank this book out of 5, I would probably give it a 3.5, and here's why. One, I really wanted to love this book. I really wanted to give it a 5. I think it was something that a lot of people in their late 20s can connect with. I feel like the way it was described, a lot of people can definitely relate to it, even though I'm an American, I'm in America, you know? I think that the main characters didn't have a lot of backstory, and I think would have really made this kick is that we went just a little bit more into their backstory. And then for the main character, I just felt that she was just portrayed as something that I'm kind of tired of reading about, just like low self-esteem and body issues. And it's like, it's 2019. Girls are plus size, we plump, we delish, you know, we bad. Like, that's just what it is. And you see so many stories becoming themselves is after they have been degraded. So I had a problem with that because I'm so sick of that being the conversation. Like, plus size girls ain't got low self-esteem no more. Like, or they do. Like, maybe they do, maybe they don't. I'm not one of them. Trust me, hunty. Mama knows she bad. But no, I really found it interesting that the character immediately started talking about her downfalls, and then, but also pushing herself forward and flirting with men and introducing herself and just being very dominant at times. You really see her grow as a character. I really like that. The reason I gave it a 3.5 is because I felt that during the story, the things that were not as important were really detailed. I mean, oh, the brown flower fell from the sky. It took 20 seconds before it hit the puddle of water. And I'm like, why are we going here, ma'am? Like, why? Why? But when it was juicy content, like when something good was about to happen, when you were ready to get those details, it was like it never happened. It was like one and done. Excuse me. It was like one and done. And I was really looking for more details for things like that. So I think she fell short when it was time to give everything the book has been working up towards. It was just kind of like, boom. There's a very specific part that I'm thinking of, and I really am trying not to tell the story. But there was a part where it really changed the dynamics for the main character, Charlotte, but it wasn't really detailed enough for you to follow through with that story. And don't get me wrong, there are some funny kind of risque points, and it's very interesting how she describes her coming out or coming of age story, I guess is what I'll call this. But yeah, it was really good. I read it with my book club with my sister and my friends, and a lot of us came to the same conclusion. It is a slow read. I mean, it's a slow start. It's kind of a very slow start until you get to like chapter 9. Don't ask me how many chapters in this book. Let's just say it's a slow read. It's a slow pickup. It's a slow get to the point. And that's where I'm kind of going with this. Ultimately, it was interesting though. It was, yeah. That was not helpful at all, was it? No. But yes, I would give this book an ultimate 3.5. The perfect laugh out loud romantic comedy is how it was described. I found myself laughing out loud probably once or twice, so they did the most. But no, it was cute. It was okay. Words. So my book club and I, we picked this book at random. I believe my sister just was like reading about books for book clubs and this popped up. And based on the description, it really hypes the book up. It really talks about Charlotte's coming of age story, or coming to adulthood story, or coming to just knowing she's the shit. But it just didn't follow through because it lacks so much detail around the important parts. But I think it's a good story. It's ultimately an okay story. It's okay. I'm arguing with myself. I know I'm not making sense. I know I'm kind of rambling right now. But yeah, I just really wanted to talk about this book. If you have read Sorry Not Sorry, please let me know what you thought about this book. I know it's in the library. I know it's on Kindle. So if you guys wanted to check out this book, please do. I would love to hear other opinions about the story. So yeah, that is all I have for you guys. Just kind of wanted to go over the latest book that we read in book club. What are you reading right now? What's your favorite story? And if you had a book club, what would be the first book that you read? Let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and comment. If you're not following me on Bookstagram or Insta, Booktube, whatever, if you're not following me on Instagram, I am Books with Bonnie. Link is down below. And it's your girl, Books with Bonnie. I'm out.